Hey guys, I've got a pretty cool review for you guys today. Think Tank was nice enough to send me out one of their new Retrospective bags. It's the Retrospective 10, but it's called the Blue Slate. It's a new color that they've got out. And this thing is pretty awesome. And so what I thought I would start off with, before I really do jump right into this, first off, I'd like to thank Think Tank Photo for sending me this bag out to do a review and check it out and show you guys, so you guys kind of are a little more informed on some of the camera bags that are out there and what they can do for you. So what I thought I would do is, starting off, is I jam-packed this full of equipment. I threw about everything I could into it. And I would actually have the 10 to 22 Canon lens, which I'm shooting with at the moment, and the T2i, which I'm shooting with at the moment, in there as well. But I needed a camera to shoot this video. So what I thought I would do is I would just take out everything that I have in this bag right now. It really holds a lot. This is what I would consider, I wouldn't consider this a day bag. I would not consider this a bag that you would take on a professional shoot where you're going to be using multiple lighting, handful of lenses. So this is kind of an in-between bag, which I guess like a medium bag. So this is kind of something where you're doing something pretty important, where you're going to need a couple lenses and a couple bodies, and you'll be able to do that. A lot of people probably could do a lot of their shoots out of this bag. For me, I need a little bit bigger bag to do all my big shoots out of. But for everyday carry / somewhat where I need a couple extra lenses or an extra body, this bag is fantastic. So let's go on and open her up. And once we're done going through the bag, I'll kind of go over all the compartments that it has in it as well. So we'll go on and pull out. I've got a Canon T3i with a Tamron 28-75 2.8 lens. Also in that same compartment, I have jammed in a 50mm 1.8, a 18-55. Over to the right pocket over here, we have a Canon 28-135. Now, one thing I do like, I'm going to show you guys here in a little while, is it actually has built-in flash compartments. I've got a 430EX. I think it's just the regular 430EX. I got my Black Rapper DR2 straps, which is the double strap, the one that goes on each side. A Tamron 19-35. Another pocket for flashes, so another 430EX. Now, the website does say that this is made for a body and 4 lenses. I think you can get a little bit more in there unless you're shooting with like 17-55 2.8, 28-70 2.8, 70-200 2.8, those kind of lenses. Yeah, you're only going to be able to get 4 of those higher grade, bigger lenses in there. For me, I'm using some smaller lenses, so I'm able to get a few extra lenses into the bag. Here's my follow focus. My lens pen. This thing is great for cleaning your lenses out. Flashlight. You always need a flashlight. I always try to take a flashlight with me wherever I'm going. And I got a handful of batteries in here. We've got 4 or 5. We've got 6 batteries right here. 7 batteries. Got a handful of SD cards. Let's see here, I got anything else in these compartments? Got the lens hood for the 10-22, which would be in here. You know, so again, I'm able to fit a 10-22 in here and a T2i on top of all this. Now the T2i did have to sit on top of the body with the lens on it, the T3i. So, you know, they are going to be kind of bumping up against each other a little bit. So I put like a piece of cloth in between them. But again, I'm jam packing this bag to where if I really needed a lot of equipment and I had to make this as much of a on-the-go pro shoot, everything that I need is in the bag to do my photo shoot or video shoot, you can jam it in here. There's a lot more room than you would be surprised with. All right, I've got Energizer batteries. I got 12 batteries with chargers. You got your raincoat. And I believe that is everything I jammed in there. Now I had a little bit more room back here in the back, and I probably could have jammed a few other items in there, maybe another flash if I'd really organized everything so that I could get it in there. So I've got these side pockets for like a small water bottle. So that is what I'm able to get into the Retrospective 10 Blue Slate bag, which is awesome. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you all the compartments in the bag so you can see firsthand what those compartments look like. Okay guys, let's do a walkthrough of all the compartments in this bag now that you see what it can fit. So first off, let's talk about, you got a handle strap right here. It's very sturdy, very well made, so if you don't want to throw the bag on your shoulders, you have this option. As well, you do have shoulder straps. First thing that I noticed about these shoulder straps is they are extremely padded. They can move up and down depending on where your shoulder's at. Now, I really like that that aspect of the shoulder bag, of the very padded shoulder pad, because it's very uncomfortable to have a bag around your shoulders for hours on end or a hour and be uncomfortable. So this is something I think that I could have around my shoulders for a while before I really start to feel uncomfortable, depending on how much stuff I have in my bag as well, depending on what the weight is. So here, the actual straps themselves are great. It's really easy to loosen it up or tighten it up. So if you need to get more strap or less strap, it's very simple. That's one thing that I've seen a lot of companies, not just bags, but other things where you have to adjust straps. They made it difficult. Think Tank did not make it difficult to add slack or take away slack when it comes to setting up your shoulder strap. Secondly, in the back, we'll kind of start from the back and go to the forwards, go to the front here. You have a nice little pouch or pocket here, as you can see. Now, in this pocket, I would use it probably to put paperwork, business cards. There is a business card holder up in the front. I'll show you where that is. Other miscellaneous stuff. You probably could fit an iPad. Actually, I'm almost positive you could fit an iPad into here. The problem is that if you get a lot of stuff up here in this middle compartment, you're going to get bulging in the back. Therefore, I would not say the iPad is extremely safe sitting back there. Now, if you're packing light, then I would say throw an iPad up there. You'd probably be fine. Another one of their things that they do that Think Tank does, I'm going to show you here with the straps, is if you could notice, you've got these set up. So it does Velcro up in the front, but say you're doing a shoot and you need to be quiet. You pull this up and it's quiet, and if you don't need quiet, and it even says quiet or no quiet, you can, and it will Velcro up in the front if you need that. Now that's something that I really like the Think Tank does. I don't feel like I don't know if any other companies have really thought this through. This is a great idea for people that need to shoot, that need to get out of their bag and be as quiet as possible. Or you have the option not to if you're out on the trail shooting or something like that. It doesn't matter how loud you are. As well, you have a business card holder right here. Okay, here in the main compartment, you've got this. You've got another little compartment where you can throw miscellaneous stuff into. Batteries would be a great battery compartment. Camera batteries or regular AA or AAA batteries for whatever devices you use that need batteries. Inside, if you notice here, and this again, this has a zipper, and the zipper build is great. Everything on this bag is just built so amazingly. And I'm not doing it just because Think Tank sends me things out for free to do reviews on. I'm really happy with their products. If you notice right here, this is where a flash would go. Let me grab one for you real quick so you can kind of see. And it just pops right in there. I like to keep my flashes in a pouch, but this pouch does seem to be pretty good. So I would be comfortable taking my flash out of its pouch and throwing it into this. It feels like it's got a pretty decent build quality. You can also get another lens, maybe two in there. So let's see. Well, something like a 28 to 135. Again, it's going to be a little bulging, but you're able to get probably one more lens. Let's put an 18 and 55 in there. So you can squeeze two lenses in there, and then you have a little bit of room to throw something else. Now this is where your body's going to go, right here. Very simple. You can lay it in here. I tend to like to put my body here. Now, if you have a second body with no lens on it, and I'm talking a T2i or T3i because they're a smaller body. The T2i will sit on top of this. I would probably put some kind of padding so that there's no friction between the two. And then you have a little bit of room to throw something else in here. But again, you don't want to pack it too heavily because you make a swift turn or move or you fall. And again, friction, you're going to hit, your stuff could hit each other. So you just kind of want to be careful with that. Again, you have that same option as you did over here. You could probably fit two smaller lenses. Like I got the 28 to 135, the 18 to 55, and the flash. You could do that as well right here. So you have that same compartment. So this is great if you want to throw a, say, 5D Mark III, and a 7200 2.8 is going to fit in this compartment really comfortably. As well, you could get other larger lenses on each one of these. So this could really harness three 70 to 200 2.8 lenses, as well as a body, as well as two flashes for anybody using using those lenses. That's how much room you have here. Okay, so our next compartment. Now this is going to be kind of hard to see, so let me see if I can. You've got a small compartment here with Velcro, or actually no Velcro, but right here you have this smaller compartment right here. As well, you have a place for business cards, it looks like, pins. This is where I keep all my SD cards and batteries when I'm shooting. I have the bag sitting over on my hip, and this is a good way to open up the bag and then look in here and pull out what I need. So this is where I keep my batteries, my SD cards, cleaning cloths, follow focus. If you guys saw my little follow focus up here, this is my little follow focus. I keep all that kind of stuff up here, so we could throw that there. And then you can fit your batteries, as you can see. Throw those in there. So, and then you can categorize them. If I want my batteries back here, there's a second pouch within that pouch. So I know all my batteries are here, so when I go I grab the batteries from here and I grab the SD cards. So you kind of keep things categorized so you can get to them as fast as possible. Next, then you have your front compartment. Again, this is where I was throwing these in, my rechargeable batteries for my flashes. You do that, you can still fit this, and I was able to fit my lens hood. So I have no idea where I tossed my lens hood at, but I'm able to fit a lens hood up here as well for my 10 to 22. Oh, there it is. So here's my lens hood. I can get that. I could get another battery pack in here. So tight squeeze again, but sometimes you need to put as much as possible in your bag to get the job done. So you're able to fit that in there. And then you have two more compartments on each side. One, you can hang stuff here. This is fantastic if you need to hang. So say you have an extra lens, you don't have enough room for the lens, and you've got something that the lens can fit into that can hook into this. Bada boom, bada bing. You can carry an extra lens or two. And then you've got these side pockets. Again, there isn't a lot of room to put anything in these side pockets if you're filling up these main compartments. Again, if you're filling up these main compartments, your back pocket is not going to be able to be as used as easily, even some of your forward pockets. But there's still a heck of a lot of room. And you have that on each side as well. If you notice, you can hook something in here, and you have a small compartment here, maybe a small water bottle or so. So that is the Think Tank 10 review. I'm going to take a few more shots of me outside with it on so you can see what it looks like on my body, and you can see how large it is to my body. I'm 6 foot, about 180 pounds. So this is an amazing bag. This is probably not the bag I would take with me if I'm going day hiking. When I go day hiking, I usually take a body, 2 lenses, a couple SD cards, a couple batteries. So this would be a little overkill to take this bag out. But if I was going overnight, so say I was hiking for 2 or 3 days, and I just wanted to take 2 or 3 lenses, batteries, SD cards, this would be more of an overnight bag versus a day bag. As well, if I'm going to a small shoot, like if I'm going to walk around town, say I'm going to go downtown Lexington, Kentucky, I would probably take this bag with me because I can fit a bunch of different lenses. And if I needed a flash, I would have the option to get a flash out. So this would be a great video bag. You could fit a shotgun mic in here. I wonder if my Rode would fit. I haven't even tested. I got a Rode mic right here. And yeah, so I could fit my Rode mic right here if I needed a shotgun mic. Okay guys, so this is what the Retrospective 10 Blue Slate looks next to my body. As you can see, it's not a super small bag, but it's not a super large bag. Now one thing I did not mention earlier when we were going over all the features, this is probably one of my favorite features that they do. Not many bag companies actually do this. They provide you with a rain jacket for the bag if it were to rain, which is pretty awesome. And the rain jacket actually is connected to the bag. You can disconnect it if you feel the need to, so that this rain jacket is always with you whenever you need it, which is really nice because if you're out in the middle of the shoot, and I have been, I was using a low-pro bag at the time, but I was in the middle of the shoot, and low-pro does the same thing. They put rain jackets in airbags, and I had to throw my rain jacket on, and it saved, I don't know, I think over $1,000 of equipment I had with me at that time, that day. So having a rain jacket for your bag is really essential. I don't use bags that don't have rain jackets with them now because of what happened, and if I hadn't had that rain jacket with the bag, I would have been out of quite a bit of equipment because it started pouring down rain that wasn't expected. This came out of nowhere. So again, I really like this bag. I give it an 8 or a 9 on a 10, and you should definitely check it out if you're looking for a nice bag that's going to fit some lenses, especially some professional lenses like the 70-200 2.8. This is one of the bags you're probably going to want to look at getting. I'm David with Media Unlocked. Check us out on Twitter at Media Unlocked and Facebook at DAVIDDIMAGE. Thank you guys very much. I'll catch you next time.